Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called The Hasty Hare, 1952. This is going to be another Bugs Bunny cartoon, 7 minutes, 33 seconds. Thank God. I don't know why I ran home from 6th grade to watch this stuff. I guess they play cartoons instead of Dark Shadows in the last 70s. Dan Curtis ran out of ideas. Blame Dan Curtis. The Hasty Hare is a 1952 Warner Brothers Looney Tunes cartoon directed by Chuck Jones, giving it 1 out of 5 stars. Production company Warner Brothers Cartoons, distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures and the Vitaphone Corporation. Release date June 7, 1952. Runtime 7 minutes 33 seconds. Language English. The short was released on June 7, 1952, and it features Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian. The title is a pun on the film title, The Hasty Hare, which I have here. Now, this disc that I got from a church friend is a little scuffed up. So there we go. So the Hasty Hare, the special features on this disc, the Hasty Heart. It kept skipping because the back of this disc is all scuffed. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some scratches on there that I can't get off. Fortunately, the skipping was only for about 30 seconds when the Marvin the Martian lands on his in his flying saucer, and he blows his bugle for his dog. That part kept skipping. The Commander X2, aboard his interstellar vessel, embarks on a mission to Earth under the directive of General E equals MC squared, retrieve an Earth specimen for Mars, accompanied by his canine assistant, K9. Sounds like Doctor Who's doggy from the 70s. Commander X2 locates the rainbow burrow of Bugs Bunny. While investigating, they are propelled back to Bugs' discarded carrot stems. Mistaking them for Halloween trick-or-treaters, Bugs offers them treats. Commander X2, undeterred, resorts to his disintegration ray, obliterating the burrow. I don't remember the carrot stems. I thought they were just footprints to a rabbit hole. Okay, I think Wikipedia's not very accurate, whoever wrote this. But I could be wrong. Maybe I missed something. Commander X2 demands Bugs accompany him to Mars. Bugs initially resists, but Bugs capitulates after witnessing the disintegration of a nearby rock. In a ploy, Bugs dons a train conductor uniform, tricking the Martians into boarding the airship under false pretenses. Mid-flight, realizing the ruse, Commander X2 returns to Earth. Bugs then sows discord by suggesting K9's mutiny. Commander X2 nearly disintegrates K9, who protests his innocence. As Bugs attempts to leave, the Martians restrain him with an Acme straitjacket ejecting bazooka. Aboard the ship, Bugs convinces K9 to release him under the guise of changing a tire. Once freed, Bugs restrains both Martians, taking control of the ship. After a turbulent flight, he anchors the vessel to stabilize it, inadvertently snagging the moon, Saturn's rings, Jupiter, and other celestial bodies in a comic mishap. So I guess he wasn't going in a straight line. He's kind of going around in circles. Back on Earth, an astronomer observes the interplanetary chaos through his telescope. Bewildered, he resigns, signing off as I Frisbee, and he leaves in a state of disarray. All right. So, why the planets Jupiter and the rock moon are the same size as the spaceship? Beyond me. Guess you have to suspend disbelief. You have to be like a 10-year-old kid to watch this stuff. All right. The Hasty Hare, 1952, 7 minutes. Well, 7.5 technically. Gets a whopping 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Only 943 ratings. More like this. Hairway to the Stars, Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century, Hair Devil Hare, and Devil May Hare. Duck Dodgers in the 24 and a half century gets an 8.1. Probably because it has Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck is funny. Bugs Bunny is not funny. The astronomer, in a caricature of cartoon director Fritz Freleng, the astronomer is a character. Let's start again. The astronomer is a caricature of cartoon director Fritz Freleng. Bugs Bunny, quotation, how Buck Rogers can you get? Connections featured in the Bugs Bunny show, Two's a Crowd, All a Bird, The Hasty Hare from 1960. Soundtracks are Powerhouse, uncredited, music by Raymond Scott. Here's a rather flattering review on IMDb from UT Guard 14, dated October 7th, 2015. UT Guard 14 gives it an 8 out of 10. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. So here's a little contrast review. I thought it was boring, just like the last short I watched. It was unfunny. It was unrealistic. It was a kid's cartoon. It was designed for a 10-year-old or lesser age. Oh dear, now suppose I shall have to use force. That was mildly amusing. Oh dear, now I suppose I shall have to use force. Marvin the Martian comes to Earth, and Marvin the Martian attempts to bring Bugs back to Mars with him. Doesn't work so well. Marvin's hilarious, so you have to watch just for him. He has a little dog called K9 that's also good for some laughs. Bugs is a hoot as usual. Brilliant voice work from Mel Blanc. Great music from Carl Stalling. And great use of Raymond Scott's Powerhouse. The animation is beautiful with rich colors and well-drawn characters and backgrounds. Love the outer space scenes. The gags and lines are funny. The climax of the short is wonderful. Another winner from Chuck Jones. Only question I have is, why did they insist on using titles that made no mention or pun or anything of the Martian angle of the story? They did this in Marvin's first short, Hasty Hare. And again, here, it has no bearing on the quality of the cartoon. Just an odd thing I've noticed. I wondered if there was some specific reason they refrained from mentioning the Martian aspect in the titles back then. I don't know. Good question. Well, nobody's in the chat room again. And I did my 2 bonus feature reviews. The 2 shorts, one 11 minutes, one 7.5 minutes. And I'm up to 11 minutes on this review. So I'm going to cut it short. I've already been through my list. Now my list is accurate. It wasn't accurate due to the 2 bonus features that I wasn't aware of until I played the disc. One of them was skipping, but I still managed to catch the drift of the Hasty Hare. This Martian dude has to bring back an Earth creature, so he tries to kidnap Bugs Bunny, but Bugs Bunny manages to turn the tables, and he flies the saucer back to Earth. That's pretty much the gist of the story. Pretty lame. There's nothing enjoyable about watching kids' cartoons. But I probably got more on my list, or there might be more on that other disc that Terrence Collins gave me. Is this another Warner Brothers movie? No, it's Turner. Turner Entertainment Limited. Okay, so I guess this one doesn't have try to get it centered there. This way. Okay. Desperate Journey. Another Ronald Reagan flick. I don't think this one has bonus features on it. But I could be wrong. Hopefully the movie won't skip. This disc is in bad shape. Kind of funky disc container is this? Why can't you just leave it in the original? Why can't you just leave it in the original packaging? Why do you have to take it out and put it into this plastic funky thing? And he wants to give me another DVD because I put one of his recommendations on the bottom of my list. And I think he got the idea that if he gives me the DVD, I'll watch it and review it quicker. Kind of like Karate Man. He wants me to do all of his recommendations at once. But Karate Man has to wait. What the F is this movie? Oh, Adrian's in the chat room. I thought the Australian mates were flaking on me. Adrian snuck in the last minute. It's a Bugs Bunny short, 7.5 minutes. It's a whopping 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, but I hate it. This is kids stuff. We like the adult movies. All right. Well, Adrian, it was nice chatting with you. I think I'm ready for my nappy poo. The Hasty Hare? Adrian wants to watch this cartoon? Yeah. Okay. I guess it is funny to UT guard 14 on I. Oh dear. Now I suppose I shall have to use force. That was the only amusing part of this cartoon. Well, it's not funny. It's unrealistic. It's a kid's cartoon. I think it's directed at kids age 10 and lower. I could be mistaken, but I guess some adults enjoy this too. They actually used to play these cartoons at Stanford Theater during intermission. Uh, and then they'd have the organ guy pop out in front of the stage and he'd start playing the organ like Dr. Phibes. Cool. Speaking of Dr. Phibes, I've got both Dr. Phibes on my list coming up soon. I'll probably review them around Christmas time. Maybe I'll even watch them with my son, but he's going to say, "Oh, this is too much gore." Laters.